Good morning, YouTube. If you guys can't tell, I've been watching a lot of Run Like Heller YouTube. She got me thinking about getting the Nova Blast 4 instead of the Rebel 4s. I get swayed so easy. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Husky Running YouTube channel and our marathon training series. And guys, week 4 is done and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. But before we get into the details of week number 4, if you guys could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. That would mean the world to me. Now we got that out of the way, let's dive in to week number 4. Week 4 was supposed to be a lot like week 3, with the only change being a little bit longer of a long run. And if you remember, week 3 started off with 5 miles ran on both Monday and Tuesday. And well, that's how we started this week. I ran 5 miles on Monday around the neighborhoods once my kids went to bed at night. And it was a good run. It felt really good. The weather was not nearly as cold as it had been. I was able just to throw on a hoodie and get the run done. And I'll admit it was probably even too warm for a hoodie, but I had been so used to running in weather under 15 degrees that it felt weird to not wear any kind of layering. So we threw on a hoodie and we got the run done, and it was a good run. Tuesday was supposed to be another 5-mile run, and well, that's not what happened. We cut the run just a little short. I can't complain too much. I still got 4 miles done, but the goal was 5 miles. And around mile 2, I noticed some stomach issues. I wasn't really feeling well. So we slowed it down and we got the run done. So I can't really complain over 1 mile lost or 1 mile gained. And I knew I could probably make that up somewhere else later in the week, as long as the stomach issues just kind of stayed to that one night. And luckily for us, that's what happened. On Wednesday, if you remember last week, we did our 4-mile run. However, this week we switched it up a bit. If you remember in the last video, I said how the kettlebell strength training kind of messed me up and it kind of wrecked me. I was way out of shape than I thought I was. And when I got to my long run, I could still really tell that my legs were sore from all of the squats and lifting and everything that we had been doing. So this week, I moved the strength training to Wednesday, give me a little extra day to kind of shake out the legs and to recover from that. And it went well. I found a good beginner kettlebell training video series that I started, got 30 minutes in. I could still feel like, even though it said beginner, it was still definitely working me out. My heart rate was getting up there and I got a good little sweat going on, and it just felt really good. Because we did our strength training on Wednesday, though, that meant Thursday was now going to be a run day. And so this Thursday we did 4 miles and it felt really good. And I really think I'm going to keep this schedule moving forward, of Wednesdays being the strength training day, cross training day, and Thursday now being a run day. And like I said, those 4 miles, it felt solid. My legs, I didn't really feel the fatigue that I felt last week in them. And we got that run done pretty quick. Well, at least quick for me. On Friday, I did some quick maths and realized that if I did a 4-mile run, it would put me at the 17-mile mark for the week that I wanted to be at. See, my goal for this week, like last week, was to run 17 miles between Monday and Friday, and 4 miles on Friday would put me there, and that's what we did. And this 4-mile run was the fastest I've ran in a while. Admittedly, my fast is still pretty slow, but for me, we did a 10:40 pace for 4 miles. And that was pretty quick. And that last mile, if you go back to Strava, which links are down below for Strava to see all of the details of the runs, the miles got progressively faster. And that last mile, we were moving well under 10 minutes per mile. And it felt really good. The plan wasn't to do a tempo run. It was just to do another 4-mile run. But for some reason, my legs just wanted to go, and that's what we did. I will admit that after the run, even though it felt so good, I was a little nervous that I might have put out too much energy for my long run, which I would be running the next morning. And again, that long run last week was 10 miles. This week I wanted to do just a little bit longer. But luckily, guys, that wasn't the case. I woke up at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning and we were out the door by 7:20 to tackle this long run. On this long run, my legs felt fine. They didn't feel like I had just ran for my life the night before or that I had 17 miles on them throughout this week. It felt really good. And I was able to get into a slow, steady pace that I was able to keep for the duration of the run. My goal for the run was to do anything over 10 miles. 13 miles was the dream. But I knew only in week 4 I didn't want to push it with the distance just yet. But anything over 10 miles would have been adding miles from last week. And I also knew I had a time crunch. My son had a soccer game at 10:30, and then both my son and my daughter's travel teams were playing in an indoor tournament in Lock Haven, which was an hour and a half from where we live. So I knew I had a lot of other things to do that day, but I also knew I needed to get this run in. Could I have woken up a little earlier? Yes. But we got out the door when we got out the door, and we got the run done. 11 miles in the books for a total of 28 miles this week. And on Saturday, I took my normal Element electrolyte mix, and again, I'm having no issues with this, and it's quickly becoming a favorite of mine. Although, like I said in the last video, I do want to try others, but right now, I'm really enjoying this. And on Saturday, we tried a new gel. The gel on Saturday I used, well, it wasn't this one. I used the Morton 100 with caffeine, the caffeinated version of this. The running store near me actually sells Morton gels. So I bought one of each to try. And well, on Saturday, because I knew I had a busy schedule ahead of me, I could use any help I could get when it came to caffeine. And so we used the caffeinated version. But I'm excited to try this one out. I might use this on the next long run. If you want to know my initial impressions of it, hit Instagram. I've got a reel up about what I thought of it. But yeah, I'm excited to try this one out. Something a little different than the Go gels we've been doing. And I'm excited to try other gels out as well. Again, any gel recommendations, let me know. Next gel up on the list is gonna be this Morton 100 that we're gonna take on my next long run. That's week 4, guys. It is done. It is dusted. The book is closed on week 4. And now we are looking ahead to week 5, where we're gonna be adding more miles. The plan is to just add another mile, make my long run on Saturday now 12 miles and keeping the same 17 miles from Monday to Friday, but there's a very real part of me that wants to see 30 miles completed on Strava for the week. So I might just do that. We'll see. Like I said earlier in the video, if you guys want to know more of the details of each run, the Strava link is down below. You can find me there on Strava and follow along all of my runs and really break them down if that's the kind of thing you're into. Also, Instagram is down there. Click on that link. Follow me over on Instagram if you're wanting more running content, some daily content. I'm posting more and more over on Instagram as well. And guys, I can't wait to see you in week 5. We're gonna do it. I hope you guys are having fun, training hard, and getting your miles in. Till next time, peace.